Warrior Farmer here, back with another one. Today I'm just going to be showing you guys the some of the herbs I'm growing today, and just some going through some of the varieties before they go in the ground. I did do my pepper video for you guys, and I bet you're wondering exactly what I'm doing for my herb side. So I don't know, we're going to start it off with the late great red Reuben basil. It's fragrant and it has a great color to it, and it's something that I like to add to my basil varieties to give it a little bit of kick. It's a little bit stronger than your regular basil varieties, but I mean the color is just so beautiful that it adds a little bit of color, and it's a little bit more pungent, as I said. But they have some beautiful flowers that grew off of it, and once again, it's just one of my favorite varieties as far as adding to my basil mix, because I usually grow basil and then I'll mix them together to get a nice overall flavor. I do have two of those plants, so those are the first two plants. Next, we have the Italian large leaf basil variety. This variety of basil has the biggest leaves that you can get as far as the regular basil varieties, so you are going to get bang for your buck. It does have a very mild flavor, but it's very similar to your regular basil, your regular sweet basils. I just wanted to get a little bit more yield this year because the basil doesn't necessarily yield that much every single year, so I figured I'd get a plant that's a little bit more hardy and something that I can work with a little bit more. Greek oregano is a standard oregano, and you can basically, anybody that's grown oregano knows how lovely this stuff is. Good for Italian, pasta sauce, pizzas, all that stuff. Greek oregano is just a little bit more pungent than your regular oreganos. Very close to thyme in flavor, so if you don't have any thyme, you can use oregano as a substitute. Oregano's been around for thousands of years, man. They've been using this stuff in medication and medicine for a long time. It's absolutely a staple in any of my Italian dishes, and it's just something that's really smells really good. It's beautiful. So yeah, Greek oregano. Now, don't mind this variety on the very left. It's actually a separate pepper plant, so I ended up going in and getting a Jamaican hot chocolate plant because I did grow them last year. Very high yielding, and it goes good with my Jamaican dishes, but I didn't really get a chance to put any seeds in the ground, unfortunately, so I decided to buy a whole another plant. Now, moving on and staying on the herb selections, I picked this plant up because I've never actually grown it before. It's called the broadleaf thyme. Now, I know it says thyme, but it's not actually a thyme variety. This is actually, it's very close to oregano in flavor, and it's much more velvety, these leaves. In texture wise, it grows a lot different, and their leaves are very, they're very fleshy, and they're just a lot bigger, and the plant seems to yield a lot more than a regular thyme variety, although it does smell similar, but really it tastes more like oregano as far as I'm concerned, and according to my research. So super interested to grow that and see how that comes out this year. Moving on, we have the golden lemon thyme variety. This is part of my lemon mix. I have two separate lemons going. I have the orange and the lemon, which I'll show you in a second, but this is the variegated lemon variety. It has very cool yellowish pale leaflets, and it's very cool. It's very ornamental, but it also has a very citrusy lemon smell and flavor to it. So I do add it to my lemon thyme variety blend, and it adds dynamic flavor to my thyme blend. Very fragrant and very ornamental at the same time. Here we have the orange thyme variety, which is very similar. It doesn't have the same type of leaflets, but for the most part, it's a creeping plant. It likes to grow along the ground. Very easy to, spread in your planter, and it's quite vigorous. Has a little bit of a different leaf shape to it, a little bit more triangular in shape. It's a bit more sparse, so you do have to give it some time to grow. But for the most part, it does smell and tastes orangey, and the orange thyme is just something that I thought that would be cool to grow again this year. I didn't get very much out of it last year, so I'm hoping to start early and get a good foundation going so I can hopefully reap the rewards later down the line. And the last variety that I'm putting out is the Tabor thyme. So this thyme is a very vigorous thyme variety. The leaflets are a lot bigger and more hardy. The stems on them are a lot hardier as well than normal thyme varieties that I grow, but this is a very good variety as far as being resistant and being more hardy. Very similar to your regular thyme varieties, but it's just a little bit more hardy this time around. Now, I do use thyme in a lot of my cooking, so for the most part, I wanted to get something a little bit more hardy, and hopefully I can get a lot more off of these plants in the meantime. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping for. Yeah, man. Anyways, that's the garden plants that I'm growing. I hope you guys have a good growing season. I'm about to get these into the ground. Let me know what herb variety you guys are growing, and do you guys use them in your cooking as often as I do, or are you just growing them to you know, just for fun, to see what you can get out of them? Anyways, I'll catch you guys on another one, man.